Welcome back to Chronicles on the Focus, the podcast that dives deep into the fascinating lives of history's most intriguing figures. I'm your host, Bob, and with me as always is the ever-brilliant Alice. Today, we're taking a brushstroke-by-brushstroke journey into the world of Sandro Botticelli, the Renaissance master who painted beauties that make even modern-day influencers jealous.
And Bob, let me tell you, his life was more dramatic than a Netflix series. Forget the boring artist stereotype. Botticelli's story is full of twists, turns, and enough family drama to fill a season of Real Housewives of Florence.
Absolutely. We're not just talking about the birth of Venus and Primavera, although those are undeniably stunning. We're delving into the man himself, Alessandro di Mariano di Vanni Filippeppi, a name that's less catchy than his nickname, Botticelli, which, get this, actually came from his brother, Giovanni, who was nicknamed Botticello because of his, shall we say, robust physique. Think, Little Barrel, not exactly a high-fashion model name,
Oh, the irony. A name meaning, little barrel, for the artist who painted such ethereal, graceful figures. And speaking of grace, Bob, can you believe he spent his entire life in the same Florence neighborhood? Talk about a homebody. He only left for a few months in Pisa and to work in the Sistine Chapel, which in itself is a rather impressive feat. The man wasn't about jet-setting, he was about mastering his craft in the comfort of his own home, apparently, and creating masterpieces. It must have been quite the commute from his workshop in his home.
Exactly. Now, his early life wasn't all easels and elegant poses. His dad was a tanner, which is not exactly the glamorous side of the Renaissance. Then he became a gold beater, bringing the family into contact with artists, though it was a bit like a pre-Renaissance version of networking. Get in with the right crowd.
And the apprenticeship with Fra Filippo Lippi? Pure genius. Lippi was a huge name, a Medici favorite. Botticelli soaked up his style, those melancholic figures and clear contours. It's like he said, I'm going to learn from the best and make it my own, which he did.
That's where his career really took off. His adoration of the Magi, absolute masterpiece. And get this, it's practically a family portrait of the Medici clan. Imagine painting the most powerful family in Florence, practically immortalizing them on canvas. That's some serious networking right there.
And he wasn't just painting pretty pictures. He even did a fresco depicting the hanging of the leaders of the Pazzi conspiracy. Not exactly a cheery subject, but a glimpse into the grittier side of Renaissance Florence. So, he wasn't just about those beautiful ladies. A true artist works in multiple genres.
And his later years? He moved away from the high Renaissance style, going back to something more Gothic, a bit of a rebel. It's a fascinating contrast to Leonardo's work.
Indeed, from tanner's son to Renaissance icon, Sandro Botticelli's story is one of talent, ambition, and a bit of good old-fashioned Florentine drama. A true testament to the power of art and a life lived fully, even if in the same neighborhood.
That's all the time we have for today's Chronicles on the Focus. Join us next time as we explore